America is good. De Tocqueville said this. When we beg for somebody to fix something, we're begging our politicians or our political parties, make us good. They can't. Try as they may, they cannot make us good, but we can. As individuals, we can. We must, and beginning today, we will. The secret our founders understood is that America is good because the individual American is honest, just, thrifty, responsible, educated, charitable, and God-fearing. America is great because America is good is not just some trite slogan. It is a deep and well thought out philosophy that has, quite frankly, over 200 years of evidence. 200 years of evidence of its truth. Yet we are being told that it's all a lie. From every level, from our classrooms to our newsrooms, America is not good, and she's never been great. My fellow citizen, this country will not survive much longer if that lie continues to be believed. So what do we do? Well, I have been thinking about this for quite some time. I've been telling you to prepare, and I've also been telling you over the last few months, you wait until the beginning of the year. Well, today, beginning today, we're going to take a page from our own history of the Alamo. We are going to do what they did in the Alamo, and they are going to say, I'm drawing a line in the sand. If you are with me, you stand on this line. The line is, you must decide on who you are. You must know what you are capable of. And we must look to the heavens to chart our course again. Do we return to the ideas of the past, or do we continue west to the yet unrealized and unfulfilled promises laid out by these guys? Our founding ideals, the founding ideas. We must choose as individuals, and then, most importantly, put those choices into action. We have to demonstrate to our children, to our neighbors, and to ourselves, most importantly, demonstrate that it is not policies, it's not politicians, it's not parties, but people that make this nation what it is, for better and for worse. It is people. This is a set. This is a set. This is the only thing that's real on this set. This isn't connected. It looks like it, but it's not. This would ring if they would have ever called. We have to get to real life. This year, I want to talk to you about what I am going to do and invite you to join me. This year, as an individual, as Glenn Edward Lee Beck, who was born in Everett, Washington in 1964, just like you, a private citizen, not a talk show host, I stand at the same crossroads that you are standing at now. That our country, every citizen, it's not a collective thing, it is individual. I stand here today and I will boldly declare my choice. I will not accept that America's best days are behind her. I will no longer accept that there is no such thing as American exceptionalism. There was. There is again when we choose to be exceptional people. I will not stand silently by as the most charitable nation in the history of mankind now apparently needs the IRS to act as our charitable collection basket. I refuse to believe that Eric Holder is right when he states that we are just a nation of cowards when it comes to issues of race. We are not. Look at our history. Look where we have come. My gosh, can anyone put it into context? I will admit our wrongdoings. Have you seen a show? talk about, manifest destiny before. This one has. But I will also not be a constant apologist for our nation's mistakes. I'll put us up against anybody else. Maybe not so much anymore because we're becoming just like everyone else. I will look to history for the path forward, for the mistakes, and context. I believe that while many Americans may be ignorant of even the basics of our history, Americans are now waking up in record numbers and they are educating themselves like never before. And when they do, one of the first things they will learn is that when Americans wake up, Americans change the world for the better. You know, I said the other day, it's time to take the tie and jacket off and time to roll up the sleeves. That is true. I am tired of waiting around for a George Washington or a Ronald Reagan to appear. They're going to appear? Great. Great. I hope they appear down the road because we're moving forward. I will no longer look to others for leadership or answers. We're out of time. I will lead me and my family, and I will teach my family and myself to be independent, honorable, educated, self-reliant, and charitable. And with firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, I choose to refound this amazing nation by rediscovering it within myself and sharing it within the circle of my own influence. The principles and the ethics that defined American exceptionalism. When we rediscover them as individuals, we will be exceptional again. In the last 12 months, we have talked about these things. We have talked about faith, hope, and charity. But it is time to expand that idea. Aaron, will you change this? It is time to put things into practice. We can't just be philosophical. Over the next 12 months, all of the divisions of my company, which I run, called Mercury Radio Arts, will focus now on what I call the E4 solution. The 4 E's. They're over here. E1 is enlightenment. I am that I am. Who are you in relation to everything? Education. How did we get here? What did people sacrifice? What were the mistakes? Empowerment. Do you know the power that you have as an individual? You're in America. Stop sniveling. Stand up. You were born at this time with the skills you have for a reason. And entrepreneurship. When did we stop believing a brighter future? Always changing, but always brighter. When did we stop being the people that think out of the box? When did we stop saying, let's build better things, a better way? Oh, let's just take all these things away. That's ridiculous. This program, no. I personally challenge myself and any viewer, any listener, anybody who chooses to chart this course with me to find out this year, in the next 12 months, what you as an individual really believe. Challenge what you think you know and dig deep to find out what you are capable of. You are capable of. I was on vacation. I was broke 15 years ago. I was miserable. I lost my family. I was divorced. I was a dirtbag. I was on vacation. I was sitting on vacation just last week, and I said to my wife, I can't believe my life. That took hard work. But your wildest dreams are not wild enough in America. If you just know what you're capable of, you know what's true, and you stick to the truth. So, in 2011, my wife and I have decided we are going to dedicate significantly more of our personal resources to what some may call charity. Charity to most people is I think calling up a celebrity doing a music-a-thon on TV or texting a donation or even paying taxes. But to me, charity is really about investing in people, not just having pity on someone less fortunate and dropping them a couple of bucks. That doesn't change anything. How does that person you took pity on then turn around and make a difference? My wife and I are going to put our money where our mouth is and up our charity and invest heavily in people. Which makes me want to print a t-shirt at glennbeck.com and sell it and say, liberal media and politicians, I've upped my charity, now up yours. But there's more. Next.